I'm eating a brownie. Chewing. Brownies. My goal is not to eat all of them. However, I will likely eat all of them. Is what it is. Go globe. Mm-hmm. 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 What's up, Keith? Haven't seen you in a goose's age. That's what we say. There's Haas. It's been a week, right? It's been a week. Okay. Still is a week. You know what I'm saying? We're still in the week. I mean, we just kind of started it, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Tom Duffy, who's officially a Floridian now, true Southerner. I'm eating brownies. Two rejections for me. Bigfoot poem, Flash Frog, and the agent passed on the corporate throw. There you go. What did you just send for one agent? You got to send to like 187 agents and then wait a year. Well, time take you 10 years. Keep it going, though. Keep it going. I finished my Santa story. Sent that in yesterday. Yesterday, I did some writing. I finished that up. And I've done a couple of other things that I'm thinking about writing. A couple other things I found to do a trope. Oh yeah, man, I hated living in New Jersey. You'd have to go get your car inspected. You have to sit on that line for 3 hours. You go to the DMV. You have to stand in that line for 3 hours. I remember here the first time I went. You probably went to the same one that I did behind the on Main Street behind the Burger King over there in the corner. And I remember walking in, and there's like two people that came in front of me, and basically people just called them, and I got called right over, and boom, I was out of there in like 3 minutes. I was like, this is ridiculous how fast this is. Not complaining. And I think when I moved up here and I had to change my license, I remember when I first moved here and I was in Ormond Beach, and the place there was up in Flagler. And man, that took all of 5 minutes as well. Yeah. Yeah, 10 minutes is probably long. They fly you through. When I started for that Hookers and Guns anthology, that sounds interesting. Hookers and Guns. Hookers and Guns? I don't know if I have that on my list yet. I don't know. Hookers and Guns. Not to be confused with the anthology Hookers or Guns. Character has to make a choice. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write a page on the King of the Mountain one. So it's already Wednesday, and I have 2 chapters to write by end of day Sunday. Bro. Yeah, I mean it's almost like Sophie's Choice. I had to close with these brownies, or I'm going to eat all of these brownies. Tom, did Shelly give Jess that coffee yesterday? I don't know if she remembered. She put it in the dog's diaper bag. I don't know if she remembered yet. I found 3 more Reaper's Brew packs when we were cleaning stuff out. I'm like, I don't want you to give these to Jess. I also found like 6 or 7 Reaper's Brew K cups too. Yeah, she probably forgot. Oh, she'll be over there tomorrow night. I will remind her. I'll say, did you give Jess that coffee? So say, screw her. She mentions it, I'll punch her out. That because Shelly will do that. She get all feisty. Yeah, she probably forgot because I put it when she was leaving. I was like, "Did you remember that coffee?" She's like, "No." She's like, "Just stick it in anywhere in the diaper bag." And I think I stuck it on the outside, so she probably didn't even see it. I should have put it in with the diapers. So when she was changing Alice, it would have been Alice would have been whining. She'd be like, "What do you want?" Oh, because there's coffee in here. I get it. Best Super story is when Jess made a giant 24-ounce mug of electric chair, and they was wondering why it felt like her heart was going to explode. Yeah, that stuff was good. I met with Chris Adler on Monday. We had lunch. Reaper's Brew coffee founder, no longer does it. Got out of the business, but he still does the coffee mugs for MondoCon, and they look great. And I did put the picture of me and that midget, and I'm wearing the shirt I direct midget porn. So those are going to be classic coffee mugs. And I met with him, and yeah, he has none of the coffee. He has nothing. He doesn't have anything even that he saved for himself. I'm like, you don't have all these serial killer mugs? You don't have a set? He goes, no, I got rid of all of it. So I sold everything. There's Mike Lee. I'm sending mugs. I don't even know what that means. We got mugs. Everybody gets mugs. And so we hung out on a pizza place. Now's a good time to tell Mike he's not getting a Mondo mug. Nah, I wanted to actually surprise him, Tom, and hand them all out, and then he'd be like, "Where's my mug?" I'm like, "You don't get a mug. Anybody named Mike from now on doesn't get a mug." I did a very nice thing while I was waiting for Chris to show up. I'm gonna tell you a little free story, and I'm gonna get emotional. I'm sitting in the pizza place, right? And this older couple comes in. They're probably mid to late 70s, holding hands. And they sit down. Michael, that's racist that you would say that. And the old couple, they sit down. And the lady working there, who had a very cute booty on her, by the way, she says, "The usual." And so when she comes over to me, I'm waiting like so I was like 20 minutes early. Chris is like 20 minutes late, so I'm sitting there for like 40 minutes, going through emails on my phone, and I got a drink, and she's like, "You want me to refill your drink?" I'm like, "Sure." I said, "What's the usual for them?" Because I'm curious. She says the first Monday of every month they come in and they order one slice of cheese pizza for $4.25. And we cut it in half for them. And they each have half a slice of pizza. And I said, "Why only half a slice of pizza?" And they said they are on a fixed income. They live right behind the store in the apartments there, and they walk. And they can't afford more than that. And I said, "Well, that really sucks." And so I watched them. They were eating their pizza, and then the guy who's in the back, and I walked up to him. I said, "Hey, don't give them the check. Let me pay for their slice of pizza, and also, I want to order a large plain pizza." And yes, I know that was my thought, Tom. That's why I'm not mentioning the name of the place. I'm thinking you just can't give them two slices of pizza for $4. You got to cut a slice of pizza in half. So I said, order and go away. I want another large plain pizza to go for them, and I will pay for it. And he's like, "You don't have to do that." I said, "No, and I got kind of annoyed. I said, "I know I don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it." So then I sit down. So then the guy comes out. So this is another little, I know I did a good deed, but this is the other part of it, I think. So the guy, because I've been thinking about this since Monday. Guy comes out from behind the counter when they're ready to leave, and he has the pizza in his hand. He gives me the wink. And I said, don't say anything. Don't say anything to them. I don't want to, you don't want to embarrass somebody. I said, I said nothing. So he walks out. He's like, "Oh, let me walk you to the corner." So I guess he said he walks him to the corner. I guess they thought he was doing a delivery or something. And then he says, here's a pizza. And they said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "One of the customers there was nice and wanted to order you a pizza and get you a pizza." And she's like, we can eat for like a week. And he's like, "Yeah." So she says, "When you go inside, please do me a favor and give him a hug for us." So the guy came back in and he says, "Hey, they want me to hug you." And I go, "All right." And I hugged the guy. I felt really good. But then I was like, was it the George Costanza giant salad thing? Like, did he say, "Here, we're giving you a free pizza," and make them look good? Like, you don't know what happened. I don't know, because I'm a negative person, but I was like, I wanted to get up and run out to go. By the way, I bought that was me. I bought the pizza for you. But that was the other thing. Like, you can't. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Oh, great. Now now somebody gets to touch me. I did the half. Like, yeah, great. And but I felt good. I felt like I did my good deed of the week, so I don't have to do any more good deeds. So do not mess with me today, because no good deeds will be done. But their meatball sub was pretty good. I only ate half of it. I took the other half home and ate it that night for dinner. I got to hang out with Chris, and we chatted. I gave him a bunch of books. He gave me a bunch of mugs. He made me a very special mug that my wife was like, "Yeah, I don't like this." And I said, "Yeah, well, it'll go up on my shelf." But then she put it all away until MondoCon, so everyone will see it then. But that was that. And then I did no writing Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Taking some time off. And yesterday I finished up that short story that I started last week. Finished it, sent it in. I got the thing this morning. Thank you very much. We will be getting to it. And Rebecca said, "Damn straight you'll be getting to it." I didn't really say that. I think that's not how to basically get into an anthology, by basically screaming at the guy who's putting it together. I've gotten a ton, I mean a ton, of spam the last couple of days, like ridiculous amounts of spam. "You got the books Monday, right?" Says, "Yeah, I got them after I got home." And there was another one I got after I got home. But what I did was I gave him the copies that I had put aside for Chuck, and Chuck's not even coming. I'd given him those, so then I just replaced the ones from Chuck. So he got like 10 books that I've released in the last year. Um, and so that was that. Yeah. Mike Lee says, "Glad you were able to bless someone." So am I, Mike. And guess what? You're not getting blessed with a mug. So stop trying to be all nice to me all of a sudden. He's like, "I think I have enough mugs for like 6 more MondoCons, and then I won't have any more." I said, "Well, you have 6 years to buy some more blank mugs." Look, who knows if I want these people in my house for another 6 years. Yeah, Tom. Stuff on my face. So anyway, to get a little bit of writing. Nothing, no big deal. I do way more writing when I'm not on here, obviously, talking to people. It's all good. During your time off home, did you watch the Sheep Detectives on Prime? No, that looks awful. That looks awful. I would say what I did watch. I watched the new Louis C.K. Yeah, I don't like cute Keith. Cute is dumb. I don't know. Louis C.K. Netflix special. So that was pretty good. Although at one point he did, Lorraine's on here. He did do this, and I'm like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. Even joking, because that beard you have is cute. I mean, all right, Keith, I'll watch it. And so I watched that Louis C.K. and then Jeff Arcuri, Arcuri. I watched his first Netflix special ever. I watched his clips. He's funny. He's married to a one of the ladies that was on The Bachelorette. Although she doesn't look all that cute, I'm gonna be honest with you. And he's very effeminate. Everybody thinks that he is a homosexual, that he's a gay, but he swears he's not, and then he married some lady. So I guess that proves he's not. He was pretty funny too. So those two, they're like an hour and a minute, hour and 5 minutes, something like that. So not really long. I watched those yesterday after I got my Santa Claus story done. And that was that. And then my wife was at her mom's till late. She came home. We watched. I don't even remember. We watched something for. We watched this. Eye of the Storm with the Storm Chasers. That was pretty good. I watch that every week. I like that because I like it because my wife yells at the Storm Chasers. This one guy's like, "Oh my God, we were like right in the middle of the tornado, and right in the middle of the hurricane. He steps out of his car to film, and she's like, "I hope you get blown away and die. What are you doing? Get back in the car." I'm like, yeah, that's dumb. Why are you getting in? Oh, we're in the eye of the storm now. Go back inside. Or the one guy in off of Cedar Key in Florida. He's like, yeah, I just decided, I'm gonna stay. I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. And then meantime, it's like up to the window on the second floor. You know what I mean? Ugh. Armand, are you up for lunch tomorrow? I can only be there for a short time because there's almost nobody in the office this week. I know the others have severely limited availability right now. Just me and you. Just me. Yeah, we can do it. There's Chad Levsky. Yeah, Mike, we can do lunch tomorrow. That'd be good. Hammerhead Sharks Up Close, Doc, on Hulu. That's the Nat Geo, I guess, started their Shark Week stuff. But there's like, and then I would, if in case we don't talk again on this live, I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m., Michael. We will do the lunch thing. I'd invite Tom, but Tom never wants to do anything. First draft of the Flyers campaign now complete as of 10 minutes ago. Congratulations, Chad. Congratulations. Now, do you take a break? Do you take a break for the rest of the day or the rest of the week, rest of the year, rest of the month, rest of your life? And what do you jump into next? Like I went through the Nat Geo, what they have, because they do like the 2 weeks before Shark Week. Shark Fest, they call it. And there was like maybe 3 shows that I was like, oh, I haven't seen this before. Like, man, you guys are just going cheap on these. Same thing with Shark Week. I'm looking through the list and I'm like, there's not a lot of new shows. You guys are just going to keep showing the same ones over and over and over. Very disappointing. But I believe on Chad's Tubi, they now have Jaws. So, because you gotta put Jaws up in there, up in the house, as us young kids say. Chess says no breaks. Right back at it after lunch, putting everything into my screen running software and formatting it. From there, I'll do another draft and probably another one. Nice. I watched Dracula in Space on Tubi. What's there? Why would you watch that? Chet says, yes, we do have Jaws now. I appreciate the spokesperson for Tubi letting us know. Tom says, here's Jaws on Chet's Tubi. We're going to need a bigger commercial. Then I watched Disco Godfather. That was fun. Keith, you need a hobby or something. Yeah, don't try to pick a fight with Chad about Tubi. He will die on that hill. My hobby is watching, and then you're doing a great job of it. Anyway, I recommend the Louis C.K. and the Jeff Orsuri Netflix specials because they're just fun. They're just fun. I was going to watch something else. I forget what it was, and I was like, I'm not going to watch this. Nah. This weekend, I'll watch Project Hail Mary like a normie on Prime. Created my cover for a book I wanted to write like 12 years ago called Disco Barbarian. Total normie activity for sure. Sounds awesome. I want to read that book, Chad. You have to read it. You have to. I've read it already. It was all right. Brownies. What they do? They changed it all again? Just realized Chris Adler and I were talking. And he asked about Chad Lutsky. I said, I will. Well, he asked. He kept asking. He could not remember your name, and I said Chad Lutsky. I said I'll send you a link to his Amazon, which I forgot, and I just did. So hopefully Chad will get some sales. And then you owe me $1 million. You people are weird. Well, they put the wrong sticker on it. Then when I want an apple pie and I cut into a blueberry pie, though, then I'll lose my mind. Mislabeled, or those crazy kids doing it. Bob, what was is this? A blueberry and apple. Blueberry, maybe. All right. Yeah, you can never tell till you cut into it. I'm a big fan of apple. My wife was going to make an apple pie for 4th of July. She did not. Of course, she made 40 billion other things. There's Nick Zinn. Don't watch. Maybe just listen. Just listen. I'll read the comments for you. Well, yeah, you gotta rage while you're driving. Driving rages. I mean, or why else would you be driving? No, actually, I went with the guy from Reaper's Brew, Chris Adler, and Chris Adler, who used to drum for Lamb of God. They were both there together. Not related, which is weird. And then some random guy who's an obstetrician. He also is named Christopher Adler. He just showed up too. So it's basically an open call. Anybody named Chris or Christopher Adler, come hang out with us. It's good. Then afterwards, I went and to my son's tattoo shop, and it was super slow. And I hung out with him for like an hour. And that was cool. He's got 2 brand new ladies working in there that are very, very attractive. One of them was doing. There was only one person. Six tattoo artists. Only one tattoo getting done. But she was leaning over this guy in stretchy pants, and I'm like, I'm looking. Like you know, you could have easily gone to the other side of the table. I'm looking right at it, lady. I didn't say that. I didn't say lady. Then I get to hang out with my son for an hour, which is nice because we don't hang out all that much anymore. Then I had to drive home in the super storm, crazy storm, and then I pull over the side of the road in the middle of the hurricane. Just got out filming like that guy screaming and yelling. No, I didn't do that. I just realized I didn't take out anything for dinner, although I think we got so many leftovers, and I can't even move around in the refrigerator. I'm like, well, I won't drink water because all the water is buried in the back of this refrigerator with all these Tupperware things. Tupperware things. Stretchy pants in Arabic, yeah. Yeah, where's Frank Adler? They probably got him. They probably got him working at that stupid job. Here, earn your money. Ugh. I hate when you have to earn your money. Seems like such a slap in the face. Like a face slap. Pa-pow. Supposed to go to my mom's on Saturday, but here's my dilemma: is the MLB draft is on Saturday. So I might just have to tape it. Because I get all dorky. I get all excited about the MLB draft every year. Love it. I spent about 2 hours yesterday going through all the various picks and whatnot. So here's the problem with it. I'm looking at this now and I'm like, why do they do this? So if you want to watch the first, it starts at 1 o'clock. You want to watch the first 10 picks. It's on NBC or Peacock. If you want to watch picks 11 to 40, it's on MLB Network, MLB.com or MLB TV, MLB Plus. I have MLB Network, so I'll be watching. I can watch the first 40 picks. But then the rest of day one, this is rounds 1 to 4, picks 41 to 135. You can only watch them on MLB.com, MLB TV, or MLB Plus, which is bullcrap. And then Sunday, rounds 5 through 20, MLB.com, MLB TV, MLB Plus. That's ridiculous. So now I just got to follow along on some website. Yeah, catch up, Chad. I mean, Tigers got a good pick. There's a lot of good people in this draft. Again, I remember going through a couple years ago, and that McGonigal kid, when they picked him, I'm like, this is the kid. This is the guy. Tigers have the 22nd pick. That's not great. But you should still have somebody dropping down like that. There's a lot of really good. Yeah, the Red Sox have the 67th pick. 67. 69 is the Tigers. That'll be their third pick of the draft. We don't go through the second round, the end of the second round. So we're not getting a lot of people that were drafted. We don't even have a fourth round. Yeah, so I'll just basically have to read it. I'll have to read about it or just watch the. I read MLBRumors.com several times a day, so I'll have to just keep up with that. That gives me all of my baseball news. All of it. MLBTradeRumors.com is what it is. MLBTradeRumors.com. I'm going to look at it right now because I am excited. I mean, I'm not excited because this is an awful, awful year for me as a Red Sox fan, but still. The hell is Frank Edler? Where's Lorraine? She said she might have something to do today. See, I do baseball all year, so I'm watching the guys they're projecting for the draft, the high school players, the college players. So I'm looking at it like who are they going to draft, and then another 2, 3, 4 years will make an impact on the team. Because I also follow all the minor league, everything in the organization for the Red Sox as well. So I'm watching highlights of single season A and high A and double A, triple. I'm watching all that stuff all the time as well. Just a fan of baseball. You can't get Jazz Chisholm in the amateur draft, so you're good there. Yeah, I can't stand the guy. I couldn't stand him when the Marlins got him, and he played here in Jacksonville. He was a jerk. Just was a jerk to the fans and everybody else. Like he was too good to be here, kind of thing. I was glad when they traded him. He'd be a bad fit for any team. And if the Yankees were doing better this year and they had other options, they would have sat his ass down. So much spam today. They don't even mention a book anymore. They're just like, your book, or capital B. Ugh. Hope everybody had a good weekend, though. I hope everybody didn't cry too much on Monday when I wasn't around. You had nothing to do. Your life felt meaningless. I'm back now to give everybody meaning. You're welcome. I will not be on tomorrow. Me and Mike Lee will be going to lunch. I'll be here on Friday. And we will do this. We've got 3 weeks till MondoCon. Wrote 18,000 words over my 4-day weekend. It was pretty amazing. Nice, Keith. And you watch garbage movies as well? Very good. What are you working on currently? Another Weird Western. That's the name of it. Another Weird Western. I wrote a 4,000 word short story using ideas and rules that didn't work in Edgar Allan Poe and created a character that demands his own book. Nice. If you want to read a great weird Western, grab John Bowden's Walk the Darkness Down. It's great. I second that. I second that emotion. Here's the mailman giving me garbage. Thank you. Thank you for giving me garbage, junk mail. There's Millie. No weekend fun for me. I had a book due to editing and say missed my deadline. Ah, oh, that's not good. We had 4th of July, we had everybody here at like 1 o'clock, but by like 5 o'clock, everybody was gone, which was nice. Then we did a little bit of cleaning up and stuff. And then we watched some TV, and then the neighbors, like a block or two over and a block or two over, were shooting fireworks. And as soon as it got like 8:50, boom, fireworks started. Like they timed it. So we're getting it from both sides. Cats didn't move. The dog, she sat up a couple of times, and then she's like, I don't know what that is. I don't care. She went back to sleep. I went to bed at 11:30. And I read for about an hour, and it was like 12:30. They set off a bunch of fireworks on both sides, and then that was it. And then nothing else. I was like, wow, normally this goes till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning with these morons. And then on Sunday, no fireworks. Monday, so after that, I guess I'm like, well, they shot everything off then. I think the first 4th of July I can remember that we didn't do this for like a week. Now they started on the 1st, in all fairness. They had some the 1st, the 2nd, and the 3rd as well. So, but not a ton and not too late. And then you go on the Nextdoor app and everybody's complaining. Why don't you just go? Why doesn't everybody just go and see the fireworks? You know, the city spends all this money on fireworks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, because people don't do that, because people want to get drunk and grill hot dogs and shoot fireworks because America. The fireworks show in Cody caught the place on fire. So, wow. You might not have that in Cody next year. I wonder if Tom had some. Tom's got some neighbors near him that you could write a crime thriller book about these pieces of garbage. I'm sure they either shut off fireworks all night or they went around and stole fireworks all night. Those are those people. Those are the people that live in every trailer park in a Chad Lutsky book. What are you doing? Cats are acting all weird today. Should be sleeping time for you two crazy kids. So I did a video today. It actually went right up, and normally it's like, oh great, 20 minutes. went up in like 5 minutes about somebody, Travis Knight with a K, Knight, I posted a Substack on the 5 rules of H.P. Lovecraft. That was interesting. I did a video on it. That was my writing video for the day. And then I subscribed for the month. Seemed like he has other good videos. I subscribed to do that. But they give you a thing where they say you can give away 5 free subscriptions for a month for this guy's Substack. So if anybody wants it, let me know, and I will email you the information. Again, it's free. It's a free paid portion of a Substack. I was hoping Charlie was going to be on because I figured Charlie would probably like it. Charlie would definitely want a copy because I know he's very big on the Substack stuff. But I went through. It's got some good stuff. It gave me also some ideas for my Substack, which is good. Everybody got very quiet. I think everybody's trying to figure out if everybody's all right in Cody with the fireworks fire. Or everybody's like, I do not want that free Substack month. No thanks. Or both. Could be a combination of the two. Come on. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that. You know what? You will always be maximized in my heart. And we're going to difficult cartoons, so I'm a little distracted. I'm also very hurt that nobody's recommending weird westerns besides mine. Yeah. Hey, what about Haas's weird western? People. It's official. Keith did it. It's official. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was me. Oof. I'm definitely taking a nap today. I mean, that's just a given. It is. What is it? It's 94 degrees. Feels like 102. And it's still going to go up to 98 today. Good thing the extended forecast says that it'll only be 88 degrees during MondoCon. The bad news says it's going to rain the whole time. Not that we're going anywhere. Way too kind. No, stop trying to add stuff to my toolbar. There's Frank finally doing that Nick Zinn move right before I'm about to sign off. Appreciate you watching all the ads, my friend. You missed a lot of excitement. Yesterday, Frank, I watched the Louis C.K. and then the Jeff Arcuri or Suri Netflix comedy specials. I enjoyed both of them immensely. Louis C.K. looks he's 58, but he looks way older now. All the red hair is gone. It's all just gray. In case you were wondering. I know I was. I love reading these Nextdoor apps, comments and things because this one says, "Go there weekly for the shrimp. Fried chicken is awesome too." They don't tell you who they're talking about. There's no tag of a business, name of a business. So then now you have 8 comments that are saying, "Where are you even talking about? There's 1,000 places you can get shrimp and fried chicken." I thought Louis was bald. I mean, he's balding. He's got the kind of the hair stuck on the sides and then in the back, but he's got all those little uh, whispers of hair on top, and they used to be red and now they're all gray. He's kind of got like a old man beard kind of growing in. He just looks old. Boy's been through a lot, you know. He did one joke where he went like, and I'm thinking you probably shouldn't do that joke anymore. That reminds everybody of why you were canceled in the first place. I think at one point before he got canceled, he had like completely shaved his head, and he had his beard nicely trimmed when he was on top of the world. And now, years later, he's just like, I'm 58, I don't care anymore. I read any Bill Bryson books. I don't know who Bill Bryson is. He's an American journalist and author. No, never heard. What's his most popular book? A Short History of Nearly Everything, published in 2003. The best-selling science book. He's looking at any career at all. He could just be lying around on couches delivering pizzas on the weekend. That is very one of his three jobs. October 2020, Bill Bryson announced that he had retired from writing books. Probably going to say, hey, probably can't be here long, busy at work. Never heard of her, Frank. It went into ads at the moment you started explaining Louis' hair situation. Nice. Charlie, why I got you. Have you ever heard of Travis Knight? He has a Substack. The video I did today about H.P. Lovecraft is from his, and you'll see in the video. Basically, I got a month of his things, and anyway, I got 5 free subscriptions for the month to give away. His Substack. If you're interested, I just need your email address, and I can send it to you. It's anybody on here. If you want it, then you can have it. I will gladly pass the month along to you. No, that's all right. I'm not a fan. All right, I didn't know. He did get a bad rap. I mean, you should be allowed to do those things in front of people. His book about hiking the Appalachian Trail was awesome. Okay. I'm gonna have to believe you on that. I'd never heard of him. So, was your Substack Flash Fiction your submission of Flash Frog? What's the Flash Frog thing? The ghost one? The one you guys are talking about? Yes, Ghost. Keys of the Pen. At least it sounds like they're pretty quick with it. I think I've read how to do it. I can send you some free subs to give away. I think you just got to. You just need their email. You need people's email addresses. Charlie was rejected, Keith, by the giraffes. They just don't like him. Is that still open? Maybe I'll write something. Yeah, you don't want him. You don't want him showing up. I think I sent something to them maybe a year ago or so. I think I got. I don't think I was accepted though. I don't know. I'll look them up. I'll look them up after my nap. I might turn my table for three into a longer story. Lisa thought it was damn good, so I have that going for me. There you go. Apparently, Lisa's not the editor of Flash Frog. I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm going to still do some couple, three short stories this week and next week. And then I'm going to take a week off. Right? Yeah, I'm going to take a week off. Like, my goal is the 19th. That's Sunday. Hopefully, writing with Chad and Peter Marsh and not Frank Edler. I will finish up whatever I'm working on. And then the 20th through the 25th, that's Monday through Saturday, I'm not going to write at all. I'll be on here chatting. And then Sunday the 26th, I'll start. I'll play with a short story or something and get into the groove, because then the 31st is MondoCon. My Flash Truck sub up on subsidies. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't read it yet. No, she has better taste. She's also not paying, so. I wish I hadn't already published that, or I would have said yes, Frank. What I'm going to do is copy and paste Charlie's story, change the title, and I'm going to send it in. And then when they accept it, he'll be like, "What?" Or, sometimes you just need a different name. if I can't think of something to write in the next couple of days, I might just do it. No, then everybody would freak out, and I would be ostracized. And like Kiss sang famously, "Who wants to be lonely?" Proving the paranoia. No. Huh. My wife says I sneeze too loud. I can't hear. I'm sneezing too loud. I often wonder that. I'm often wondering, should I change this title? Like either had a title first, and then halfway through it, I'm like, oh no, this is a better title. But then when I'm finished, I'm like, maybe I should have had this title. I just did that with the Santa story. I think right now it's called Second Santa. But I'm like, I could have had a better name for this. Sent it anyway. I'm now like, they're just going to look at it and go, no. Based on that title, no. I have no problem if a publisher's like, hey, can we change the name of this? Yeah, I don't care. Like with Severed Press, I had Trapped in Denver. They're like, can we just call this Trapped? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Yeah, are you still going to pay me basically no money for royalties on this? Yeah, I'm in. What was that Santa story publisher again? Let me look. I don't know the publisher. It was Santa Rage 2. You just look up Santa Rage 2 anthology. I know Kevin Tipple is the editor on that one. I know him from the short mystery group that I'm in. Oh, Kung Fu Sneezes is right. Kill somebody with these sneezes. Santa Rage 2 got it. Misty, I think it's Misty Media. Yeah. I mean, Mist Media is a porn thing. Don't send them over there. I think you have until like the end of August or something. Keith's going for hookers and guns. Aren't we all, Keith? Aren't we all? Porn is awful. It's handguns, not just guns. Who the heck wants just guns? I might eventually write something for the hookers and handguns one myself because that's not due till I think the end of September. Oh, I get that Jeff R. Suri thing yesterday. His wife has. He's talking about his wife having cancer, and they haven't had sex in months. And she says to him, "Listen, if you want to masturbate, go ahead. Don't feel like, you don't have to because of my thing." And then, of course, he laughs. He's like, "Are you sure?" But in the meantime, he's just like, "I've been doing it every single day of my life since I was 12. It's all crime, right? No horror, no supernatural. No, the Santa Rage one, because people asked Kevin Tipple on the thing, and he said it's a crime thriller thing, but you can do a horror one. Like they want horror. They want on the Santa Rage one, Rage 2, sorry. They want if you read the guidelines, and he said basically they want it to be violent. They don't care. Just don't do any of the taboo. Don't be killing dogs or babies or something. But otherwise, if you're going to write something like crazy, just write it crazy. They want like more of a grindhouse thing. Remember, boys, you can't shake hands with. Mine is very large, so I can do both. Thank you. His wife didn't know he occasionally took care of himself. I'm not sure. I mean, he's a comedian, so it could have been just a funny setup for a joke. But I would imagine. My first wife, my first ex-wife, was very against pornography. She asked me, we started dating. She's like, "Do you look at porn?" I said, "No, no." She's like, "You're lying." I said, "Very much so." She said, "When we're together, as long as we're together, you're not allowed to look at it." I said, "Okay, as long as we're together, then we have to have sex." And we were young, so we were having a lot of it. But then there's that point when you're just like, you're not around, and I got to take care of something, or I'm going to kill somebody. My lesbian ex-wife made me go 7 months. I'm a sexual camel. Wow. 20th wedding anniversary, Frank. 20 years or longer she put up with you. I mean, congratulations. And the part of that, Chad, that you're saying is he occasionally took care of himself. No, he daily took care of himself. That's awesome. You guys do anything special? Trying for another kid, maybe? Or maybe going to go out to a restaurant and see how their lasagna is? Either of those? Maybe both? Lasagna and another kid? Arsenic. You know what? That does make sense. Knowing you and knowing Joy, yep. Knowing those animal kids of yours, yep. 100% makes sense to me. That hookers and handguns thing, is there a I think that's already just open. I think they just opened all of them. Yeah, I probably will do something for that one as well. Just going out to eat tonight. We'll celebrate more properly on the weekend. Prepare for a new niece or nephew in 9 months. Can I be the godfather when you have a new kid? Hey, maybe that'll be one of the ones I write the week before MondoCon. I'll start that one. Haas is doing a very, very, very crazy. What do you call it? What do you call that thing? All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go take a nap. I'm going to go take a nap and lie down and let my brain think of hookers and handguns. I will see everybody Friday. Mike Lee, if you're still watching, I will see you tomorrow from lunch. And I appreciate everybody watching ads, 30 seconds or more of the ads, and subscribing, and on and on and on and on and on. All right, everybody. Talk to you later.